Welcome everybody to Can't Draw Horses Club. Woo, woo, woo. This is Matt. Woo. I'm Cori. Woo. We have Paul on tech. Woo. And we have your support in a money way on patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Woo. It's the Patreon for Loading Ready Run.
I agree.
You can also check out store.loadingreadyrun.com. It's the store for Loading Ready Run.
I agree.
What up, YouTube?
We gotta think of a better tagline. Store.loadingreadyrun.com. It's the store for Loading Ready Run.
Yeah, so I'm continuing basically a very chill January, coloring again, this time with peoples, and we're utilizing the office space. Yeah,
We pay for it.
we pay for it. So I've got my Book of Swears, the Fuck Off I'm Coloring book. Hey Paul, what do you think of this one? Should I this one? Can I?
It seems perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, it's appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to start with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got an elephant.
Is the elephant saying that?
I believe so. Or the elephant's just part of the scenario that is really difficult to describe. You're just like, it was like there were like two palm trees and this elephant was like looking at me like he was trying to hide behind the palm tree, but it's really big.
What do you think an elephant would be looking at while they go WTF? Like what would be very confusing for an elephant?
Probably a human child.
Like a white spot or something.
Oh.
Gas station.
You're more of an IHOP.
Coney Island. A circus. A circus is passing through, and they see the elephants that are like have to carry children around.
They're like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
What's WTF?
We left this in the 50s, man. I thought.
How about you, Matt? What are you working on?
I'm going to work on gay seahorses and other aquatic beings.
Just pull the brightness down a little bit.
Gay seahorses.
Gay seahorses.
That's their name.
Is that something that will be reflected in their coloring, or is that just something that we know deep down inside?
I mean, the way they're looking at each other, like the utmost respect and sultry passion, you just know.
What about that third seahorse in the back?
No respect. that seahorse is not invited.
Yeah. That one is full of longing.
Oh.
Yearning.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the yearning really makes it spicy.
Now I feel sad for that third seahorse.
Yeah. And all of them are pregnant. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the elephant in this orange color.
So we got pencil crayons and
Oh yeah.
and also felt pens.
I didn't bring any felt pens.
Yeah, I didn't bring any either.
They were dry. I have like a big Ziploc bag full of Sharpies. Like one of those flat bottom bags.
Like, oh no, my pencil crayons are dry. Wait, no, that's good.
I think
That's fine.
that could happen because they kind of got like a wax in them. And I think they get more like brittle, like the lead.
You have a very wide array of pencil crayons here.
Oh yeah, and I got others that I didn't even put on the table. They're a different brand though. I didn't want the brands to touch.
Oh, can't do that.
I think it makes them feel self-conscious. It's just like, why are you picking those pencil crayons over me? I'm right here.
Yeah.
Why did you even bring me to this party?
You don't want to give more things in the world more anxiety. We already have enough of that.
Yeah, amongst the peoples. Don't need our objects to also, feel the existential, what is my purpose in life? Am I doing enough?
And that's why the elephant is going WTF.
Yeah.
WTF, I have to think about my legacy? God damn it.
I only think about my legacy when I'm playing clicker games.
You're gonna bequeath your clicker games to your dog or something? It's like, you could have all my save files.
Well, isn't that what they call the mechanic when you like restart
That's
with
prestige.
With prestige?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, dude. Oh.
Remember me by my clicking game.
Yeah, it's just like, if you open these games in 5 years, the number will exceed the maximum number calculated. It's the only way we can move maths forward. Is if,
Oh, they're
is
British
if you're
too?
offline progress.
In this scenario, I'm British as well.
Yes,
because
maths.
Maths.
Yeah.
I guess in this scenario, I'm called Maths you.
I guess.
Yeah.
I felt like the implication with the English way of saying it that there's like more than one math concerning.
Yeah.
It's like what? But
It's got new math, old math, you know.
Multi-math.
we already have a math.
So if you get like a 2 + 2 = 4, that's one math. And then you get like 2 + 3 = 5. That's two maths you've done right now. You've done multiple maths. You're mathing out of your mind.
What about we've had first math? What about second math?
Yeah, if you math every 2 hours,
By the end of it, you'll be tired.
that's a complete day.
Yeah.
All right. Hefty progress there. All right, what color are trees in a WTF scenario?
I mean, pineapples grow in them, so they're pineapple colored.
Green.
Okay. Of all the colors a pineapple is, green is the one I think of.
Yeah, on the outside.
Oh, okay.
I don't often see the inner colors of things when I look at them.
Okay.
Maths. You? Can you see my brain right now? What color
Philosophically,
What color is it?
it's feeling a little teal.
I should get that jacked out.
Do you suffer from teal brain?
How would I know? Is that like WebMD, like reading on the internet, like, oh no, I might have teal brain. Oh no, I have all the symptoms. I live and breathe
Oh
in
no!
the northern hemisphere.
Oh, now I just want this idea that like, because you hardly ever see it, like you only see it if they're doing some sort of hardcore brain surgery or something. That like maybe people's brains are all sorts of different colors and we just don't know.
Okay, you said hardcore brain surgery, and I thought of like the extreme sports competitions where you like do ironing while you're like skiing or mountain climbing, or so you're just doing brain surgery while you're hitting the slopes.
Yeah.
You
Brain
do a
surgery
kickflip.
in a half pipe.
Yeah.
I was thinking hardcore, like if you fail, you die, and then you're
But in this
saved.
case, if you fail, your patient dies.
Yeah.
And you die.
So it's not actually that different from
It's
real
not actually
life.
that different from real life.
Yeah, your save gets paved over. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just normal brain surgery.
Yeah.
Get brain surgery. Pave your save.
Get brained.
I do kind of want to go have one of those like magnetic cone hats that makes your eyes twitch weird.
What?
There's a magnetic therapy that they pulse your brain and it causes some.
Because
some
it's like
wigglies.
electromagnetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks fun.
Slightly concerning thing that happens to me sometimes is the skin around my eye will just start to twitch a little bit. A
Yeah,
little bit for a day or two, and that's
that's
fine.
your tell.
My tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your-
I can't play Balatro on those days.
No.
I think one time I had that going on, a migraine, and also a cold.
Do you get like halos with your migraine, or is it just like light and sound sensitivity?
I've never been gifted a copy of Halo because I had a migraine.
Like auras?
Well, that's how I can see your teal brain. But
Because you have a migraine? I'm so sorry, Matt. We can reschedule this.
no, it's just the pain of existing. You know, the pressure and all of that. I am blessed and highly favored in that I do not actually get the light halos
Okay.
or sensitivity in a very direct way. It's just the pressure to the point where it feels like I have teeth aches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
Hashtag blessed.
skull exploding, all your bones are ouchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bones are doing bone things.
Just support your soft fleshy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Iris says she got a migraine during Vampire. Did you? And that was during a successful diablerie, wasn't it?
You're just feeling the pressure of the soul passing through. Your sinuses were just really...
Yeah, it's while you were rolling for your character, the beast in real life was like, well, what if everything? You got like a bestial failure while you succeeded in stealing someone's power.
I need to watch the most recent vampire thing here.
The most recent vampire thing here?
Yeah.
The My Vampire thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because like it was like last season, What We Do in the Shadows. There's another interview with a vampire. Does Mayfair Witches have vampires in it? I feel like it should have vampires in it.
Everything should have
There's a
vampires in
surprisingly
it.
large number of vampire things that are currently like in active development or release.
We just had Nosferatu, which I should see.
I've heard that one is good.
Yep, everyone says that.
It's been doing well. It's been live, laugh, loving. I think I remember hearing something about how they depicted nuns appropriately for the region.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like Eastern Europe or something, like Orthodox, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a different,
That's different.
a different form of nun. A different physiological phenomenon here.
They make them different, you know, in Eastern Orthodox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just none different.
It's kind of like the difference between like Sister Act and the Conclave.
It's like the difference between Sister Act and Sister Act 2. God, now I just want to watch Sister Act. How would that be a double feature? Sister Act, Nosferatu, Sister Act 2.
We'll have to see Nosferatu first,
Why? Is it a setup for Sister Act?
right? Like, if it's, I don't want to put the prequel in the middle.
But then it's a flashback, and you get context for what you've seen.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like that thing people are doing on like the Instagrams where they show you a little bit of later in the scene, and then now they've got you hooked, and you're like, oh, I want to see the man spill the Jell-O. I watched the guy, or at least I started watching the guy that does the. My brain says antique recipes. That's correct.
Oh, the little baker twink.
The little baker twink,
Okay, yeah.
because he's got a lot of energy, and I enjoy that. Mm-hmm. I enjoy all of his little goofy references, and that he almost vomited looking at one of his creations.
Oh no.
And that he's very good at doing that sort of split second, like after he tastes the thing, taking that bite, and it's like, is he laughing?
Yeah.
Is he laughing because how horrible it is, or is he laughing because it's actually surprisingly good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what flavor of aspic is it today?
This was blue cheese Jell-O salad, award-winning. But yeah, go back to how you don't watch my stuff.
No, I'm meaning to. I want to.
I'm hearing I have not in there.
I have watched the first season and the second season.
This is more disappointing than my mother.
Same mom? Same mom? She doesn't watch anything that we do.
I sent her because I based the character on her and her mom.
Oh.
So I sent her the thing in 2020, and was talking to her while we were filming this series, and I was like, I'll send it to you again. And I have like every email I've sent to her in the last like 3 years has just included a link to the vampires.
Oh God.
She still hasn't done it.
Yeah.
And she loves vampire. She had friends that did the vampire LARP. Like, she asked if she could come to the show and be like an NPC, and I'm like, it's not a LARP, Mom. You can't just stand there and be haunting the table.
That would be funny though.
It would be funny.
Wow.
Until I went to strangle her.
Yeah.
Because, no one on the planet can irritate me as much as her.
Oh.
It is her special gift.
Parents
even
have that special ability.
Special ability.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm noticing
Oh no.
that
Disaster strikes.
the coloring with Matt's is quite a bit darker.
Yep.
Is that different pencil crayons or more
Yep.
technique?
Both.
They're different, but also I am lead-handed in the way
He's
that
pressing hard.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I'm layering down like a kind of just fill in the space thing, and then I'll go in with details and stuff later.
It's
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's actually like a flaw of mine in terms of
Yeah, he's doing it wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of arts and crafts and things, is that I put way too much pressure on anything
On yourself.
and myself, using hands in crafting, and then they get sore and
And then you
tired.
get like the little, like, gnarled.
That's
goblin.
your hands telling you that you're pushing too hard.
Yeah, have you seen my grip where I like lock the thumb in? If I start like clenching on it, it's bad. It's bad. I have to be like, okay, we're gonna hold the pencil like this now.
I was a very angry little child. And in elementary school, I was sent to the classroom to write out lines regularly,
Okay.
which meant that my writing got messier and messier,
Because you go like fast and careless.
fast and careless, and angrier,
Yeah.
which meant heavier and heavier. And I've never broken away from that.
So if we look at like your coloring books from when you were a kid, are the pages like all ripped up because of how strong you were pressing on the page?
Probably. The only problem with that is that I ate them, so they're not around anymore.
The only way to be sure they stay secret.
Yeah.
Alright. I think I can use this pencil again.
I mean, I guess it's a little bit like, with the like model painting and stuff, all the like thinning your paints. So then
Yeah, I'm thinning my pencils.
and then do multiple layers.
Yeah. And it is a difference in technique. I'm essentially using the technique of a sledgehammer.
Go hard.
Go
Yeah.
hard, get the effect.
Hey, sledgehammer has all sorts of technique involved in it.
I mean, when I was a kid, like real young, first learning to color, and everyone was like, "Oh, you have to color inside the lines." And my cousin would do this thing where they would like do a dark inner line just inside the line, and then like a light fill on it. And they were like, "This is the correct way to do it. And if you don't do it this way, your coloring is inferior." And so that's why I color like garbage now, because I'm spiteful. I'm not even inside all the lines. That's right.
Dégoûtant.
They're gonna track me down and be like, "Oh, time to make fun of Cori again."
They're gonna track you down, and then you'll be like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in years. So good to see you again."
And they'll be like, I just tracked you down in order to tell you you're coloring not incorrectly.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Good talk. Good talk.
This one seahorse is very bronze.
Ooh. Got that bronzer on.
Mm-hmm.
Got that beach body ready.
Yeah. Can seahorses get a tan? I don't know.
I don't know.
Can fish get tanned?
Do fish tan?
If
I
they're
know
like,
they have like,
if they like stay really near the surface?
if they have like melanistic scales, I guess. I know sea urchins wear hats to protect themselves from the sun.
Yeah, I think they just
Really?
bleach.
Yeah.
Sea urchins wear hats?
Yeah.
Do their hats have like tons of little holes in them to fit over their spines?
No, because they have like, have you seen the bottom of a starfish?
Yes.
Like the little leg pods?
Yeah.
Sea urchins have those too in amongst their spines. They're just like really long little flat pods, so they just hold their hat with their little grippers.
Echinoderms.
What do they use, like just like a rock or
Yeah,
something?
usually rocks or pebbles and stuff like that. But people who keep them will like 3D print little hats or like little traffic cones and stuff for them.
Wow.
Little cowboy hat, yeah.
Little cowboy hat, so cute.
I've never really thought of a sea urchin as cute, but I could see that working.
Well, once you see their little pod feet, like it's hard not to, it's like if you see a hummingbird's like little grippers. It's just like, oh my god, these are the smallest, cutest things on the planet. Or like spider toes. You know, like the little pink-foot tarantulas. And they have like the little
claws.
two pinchies to grab onto their lines, and they have like little fuzzy paws. Once you see that, it's just, oh my god, this thing is so cute.
Hashtag spider toes. Do all Canadians use color with OUR, or is it the British West?
It's all
Wait.
Canadians.
The British West Side.
British West Side. So Canada. Oh God, I don't know. It's weird, like, because BC was bought from the Russians, so
Yeah.
it's a little different.
And like, it's also like Victoria in particular is more like
British exclave.
yeah, like Victoria or Vancouver Island was part of Canada before BC was. It was like Canada, empty space. Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
Canada, empty space. Red River Colony, empty space. Vancouver Island.
Oh no, Red River Colony. Sorry, you mean empty space?
Yes.
Oh,
It does. It was. Yeah. No. Nobody was there. It was just entirely black void until we decided to come
Yeah.
there and fix it.
And it's like our Second Amendment is Manitoba becoming a province.
Mm-hmm.
I think Newfoundland and Labrador is the 40s.
Yeah,
50s.
40s, I
Yeah.
believe. Like in response to or during or after whatever World War II.
Yeah.
I think before like the various provinces got codified, anything that wasn't like, it was just like there's all the provinces, and then anything that wasn't part of a province was just Northwest Territories. Like that was just like
Pretty much, yeah.
everything was Northwest Territories,
Yeah, and then they split it into none of it.
and then they slowly ate away at it
Yeah.
Which I think was a good move.
rather than just having everything Northwest Territories forever. Yeah, probably.
It is fascinating looking up a map of like all the separatist movements.
Like Alberta and Quebec.
Yeah, Alberta, Quebec, Vancouver Island.
Wait, Alberta and Quebec were going to leave together?
No,
Imagine.
they're not on talking terms.
I was
Yeah.
like, one, they don't seem like they would get along. Two, how would that work logistically?
I know. That's one of the bigger problems with like the separatist thing. It's like, okay, so you're gonna just like a big hole right here in the map. Like, you know, our highway goes through there, right?
Yeah.
That's part of their economy is charging tolls to pass through the highway.
Right.
Like there are tons of like micro separatist movements.
Oh yeah, and there's like lots of communes and stuff like that.
Yeah, Canada has our own brand of sovereign citizen-y type stuff, too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was kind of funny the timing of none of it being partitioned off the Northwest Territories for me, because the year prior in elementary school, I think, or maybe 2 years prior, was when we learned the provinces and territories and their capitals.
And it's like, hey,
Hey.
Quickest turnaround for me of like learning something and then it being obsolete, at least partially.
I'm starting to... Wait a minute, I'm starting to think that maybe the facts that I learned in school can change. That's
They're
not
supposed
right.
to be forever.
Yeah. I remember feeling so like kind of betrayed and like disappointed and going like, what is going on here? When in grade 1 or 2, we did the little fun thing of tasting different foods and being told, oh yeah, different parts of your tongue taste different things, and me fully not experiencing that and
Yeah,
going
because
like,
it's not true.
am I being gaslit?
I remember getting that same thing, and then being like, oh, that's so cool, and then like going home and being like, hey, hey mom, check this out, and then being like, wait a minute, that doesn't actually happen. That was a simplification.
Lies, shams, and fabrications.
Yeah, at least when I was in like university, the teachers would be like, all right, this is a lie. Your data in the cloud looks like this cloud.
Well, I mean, I remember them doing that in like physics and biology and stuff in high school. Like they'd be like, okay, this is how the like physics or in like chemistry and stuff especially. It's like this is how this works, and then the next year it would be like, okay, what we said last year was kind of a lie. This is actually how it works.
Yeah.
And then you go from all the different like the progressively more. It's like no, it's not. Atoms don't actually look like planets with electrons.
Yeah, with little orbity electrons.
And then but then once you start once they start getting into like no it's just like this sort of probability cloud, you gotta go, okay, I get why they didn't tell us that at the beginning. We definitely wouldn't have believed that.
Yeah. That's actually harmful to the learning process.
Yeah, telling a bunch of like
It's not a pudding full of raisins? Come on.
telling a
But
bunch
I love
of
raisins.
grade 7 kids that we don't actually know where the electrons are at any given time, but they're somewhere in this area. is probably not helpful.
What else is a lie? Sokotoa?
For a moment, I was like, wait, what volcano was that? It's Krakatoa.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, geography.
We're talking about maths.
Plural, yeah.
Right, lie to children. Yeah.
The problem is we don't do that enough.
Yeah, we need to do so many more lies.
Why are we not lying to children more?
Well, I mean, like, with our upbringing, look at how we turned out, right? Clearly, more lies are needed so that we actually get productive members of society.
Yeah, like I turned out gay.
Wait, are you saying that that's because of lies or because you didn't have enough lies?
I'll leave that up to the viewer. Yeah.
I'm unclear as to whether we're in favor of more lying or less lying.
I think we've taken alternate stances here.
All right.
Do you have a memory of when you learned being gay is a thing, like, that you could have, that you could be?
That I could have, that I could own.
You could, yeah. You could find within yourself?
Well, I remember when I figured out the whole phenomenon within myself. Do you remember a website called Gaia Online?
Uh-huh. Is that where they make you gay? Gaia Online?
That happened to me.
Did you have
And,
a custom avatar drawn or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. Anyways, yes. All right.
So they had that like personals thing that they got rid of years and years ago, where it was, I think like 12-year-olds or whatever going like, I would like a girlfriend or I would like a boyfriend, and then just posting that and going like, okay, I'll respond to this and go, I will be your boyfriend or whatever.
What age group is this?
I at the time was like 11 or
Yeah,
12.
okay. Yeah.
Literally clicking on that to look at the different posts and giving it a millisecond of thought. I was like, which store do I want to go to? Oh, that one.
You got to A/B test.
You didn't realize at the time that that was actually like that was the point. Once you made that decision, that was locked in.
Yep.
Yeah, I can
Those are-
never change my mind now.
Yeah, your character generation's like, there's no
Yeah.
redo.
Yeah. Gaia Online is the definitive test.
Ain't that the way it goes with some things about yourself, though, is like, you never give it a thought, and then you give it one thought, and you're like, oh, that explains things.
I kind of do something similar where, like, if I can't make up my mind, I imagine flipping a coin and then what outcome I actually want to come up. Which is like, heads or tails. And tails is like, go buy clothes or something. And like, well, yeah, I actually do want to go. I want
Sonic's friend tells you to buy clothes?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a
miles,
pretty-
tails per hour.
Yeah.
That is a pretty strong, like, I mean, even with a real coin, like,
Yeah.
making a decision, flip the coin, and then the coin doesn't decide, but the coin, you sort of go, are you sad about the choice that this coin made, or are you happy?
Yeah, that's just one of Cori's many tricks to get around executive dysfunction.
Yeah. That is a common, or it was anyway, a common solution to a character being like, am I pregnant on this sitcom, and am I happy or sad about it?
Right?
And someone does that, and then they're like, oh, I have learned something about myself today. The drama of it, you know. But it is legitimately helpful.
Yeah, having kids is one of those things where I was like, yeah, if I discovered I was pregnant, I would be so upset. Just be like, oh no, I don't want this.
It's good that That's like something that you probably don't want to leave that to like a coin flip.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, some people could. It could be done if they're, in a stable place and it is like well, what do I want to do? If it's not going to like massively impact their life in a negative way.
I mean, it's going to massively impact your life. Hopefully not in a negative way.
But that's the thing, right? There's lots of stuff that's kind of big choices you can casually make, like whether or not to go skydiving.
Yeah.
Or apply for a job in another city.
I basically did that when moving here. Like I kind of sort of had something lined up, but not really. Didn't even have a place to live lined up. It just so happened to work out that the first week here I found a place to live and secured the job.
Yeah, we did not have a place lined up. We did not manage to sell our place before moving.
So you became a landlord.
Yeah, I'm a landlord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I know. This entire time.
Kind of cringe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The Lord of Land.
I say how much rice my peasants are allowed to keep for themselves.
Yeah.
Quota they have to make.
You're gonna trick them
If you-
into wanting to farm potatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to the, isn't it like a townhouse that you?
Yep, it's townhouse. Yeah.
If your renters have like active rice paddies in there, there's probably something bad going on.
Yeah, well, it does open out onto a swath of public land, so who knows?
I'd be concerned about the humidity.
For rice? You think Edmonton, Alberta, where it regularly the minus 40?
Not maybe not ideal rice temperature.
Not ideal rice temperature.
I just don't want them to have to deal with black mold,
It's Cori talk. We genetically engineered flour that could grow, so why not anything else? We got that hardy rye.
Yeah, rice that can grow in frozen water. Rice that can grow in a block of ice.
Who knows what the NASA will come up with?
I'm just imagining, the sort of typical scene of people working in the rice paddies, but they're just like walking on top of the rice paddy because it's frozen solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And then they're like power tool drilling to plant the regular rows.
And then you just extract blocks of them when they're done growing and put them into blenders, and then you have rice smoothies.
We can make our own ice cream.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, for real, I have recently discovered the concept of like freezing rice. Actually, totally works really well.
Works great to like dry it out if you want to make fried rice.
Or even just like if you have too much rice that you made, you can just like freeze it and then put it in the microwave with like a little bit of water for a couple minutes, and it comes out pretty good and fluffy.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, there's lots of recipes that require day-old rice.
It's true.
And how long are the grains on your rice? Are you a short grain type, or you're working with like you jasmine, basmati, like long grain?
Yeah, what's on your dating profile?
I like the jasmine rice.
Okay.
Not like the super sticky rice or anything like that.
That good asthma.
Is that gold you're working with there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it would go better than it does.
It's kind of that brown though, right?
Yeah, kind of the dull.
It's shiny.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah, when you tilt the page in certain ways. Oh yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like like a foiled magic card where like it looks normal, and then at certain angles you can see it.
Coloring myself a little flaming hot Cheeto here.
Flaming. So you're not allowed to be attracted to that fish horse.
What?
You're not allowed. You're married.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if the seahorse is hot, you can't just throw away your whole life.
My whole marriage.
Marriage.
I feel like there could like the naming things for undersea animals can be to the point where there would be like the flaming hot Cheetos seahorse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Would be like the casual name for a particular, not the scientific name, but like this is generally referred to as the flaming hot Cheeto seahorse. Because it is very spicy when you eat it.
It goes well with cheese.
You gonna make the other one Cool Ranch?
What's the color scape of Cool Ranch?
Like blue and white, isn't it? It's like mint themed, kind of.
Mint. Okay. Could do that.
Yeah, kind of blue, green.
Just trying to decide the final color to put into these last white gills.
It occurs to me now that I have never thought what color is Cool Ranch.
You've just been eating them without looking.
I know.
Uh-oh. Beep boop.
Beep boop.
Thank you, Carrie.
Underwood?
I have a link to the KEXP Hot Cheeto Fantasy mixtape. For my listening pleasure later.
All right, flaming hot Cheetos done.
Coming over to the mat cam. Yep.
Spicy
Oh.
boy.
Nice.
It's hot.
That's why he has to be underwater, otherwise he'll fry himself.
He just has like a constant temperature gradient around him.
Oh no.
He is his own volcanic vent.
That's not healthy for the other fish. Oh no. He's gonna drive them away. This is why he's alone all the time until he finds the one.
He finds the Cool Ranch seahorse.
They can withstand his volcanic temperatures.
And his
Such a
spicy temperament.
beautiful love story.
Yeah.
I think frozen Elsa needs like a hot fire witch girlfriend, right? That would be the solution. Because it's really the part of those movies that sucks the most is the men.
Yeah.
It's true. They do not conduct themselves very well in the course of those movies.
No.
They suck, but they're also boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like Elsa is not great in those movies either.
Nope.
Like I would not be super stoked to be a villager in that town, in that land, whatever. You seem to be constantly on the brink of annihilation, depending on the mood of the queen. And not just she'll cut off your head, but
I mean, that's more of an argument for
she'll
like,
create endless winter.
deposing the monarchy. Because it was like, under her parents, it seemed fine, like just very normal 4 seasons in a fantasy wonderland.
It's deposing the monarchy isn't really the problem, though. Like, the fact that she's queen isn't the issue. That's not where her power derives from.
We need a Mutant Registration Act.
Oh, God.
Except we know everybody knows who she is. It's not really, again, not really the issue. Knowing that she has this power to kill everybody with
if
a
we
thought.
legislate her power usage, that will solve the problem.
You can't kill people. That's illegal.
Yeah, that's why no one kills anyone.
Yeah. Oh.
Wobbling the lead again.
No.
No. Oh, God, it died. All right, that's 2
no.
leads.
Uh-oh.
You can't kill lead. That's
That's true.
illegal.
The green pencil is not doing so good.
It might have dried out. Or I might just be wing jangling on it too hard.
That was a common problem for me growing up.
Do you think if they had a Disney Villain Registration Act, would Disney villains register for it, or would they be like, what? Why would why would I register for that? I'm not a villain.
Well, I think, I would be suspicious of anyone who volunteered, because they would clearly be like trying to game the system from the inside. They would be like, well, I'll make everyone think I'm okay, and then I'll be hatching my dastardly scheme that will take 20 years to manifest. But then I will control all of Fantasia.
Or whatever I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But like, does Ursula or
Ursula's sister.
whatever, do they consider themselves to be villains?
I think Captain Hook does.
Yeah, I guess when there's that thing of like, oh, evil people don't consider themselves to be evil. But when you actually do sing a song about being evil, that's probably, you're like, yeah, I've come to accept this about myself.
There are a couple definite outliers that way. For example, the mistress of all evil.
Who's that?
Maleficent?
What about her?
She's a diva
Oh.
that boots sleigh
And a queen.
and a queen.
And a queen.
Yeah. And very clearly is like, I have my little goblin minions and I am not good. Yeah. Sorry you had to find out this way.
And Gaston just sings a song about eating eggs.
It's true.
Inspiring.
Yeah, we haven't had his like redemption movie yet.
Where he learns to read.
Or no, well, we learned why he hates reading
Oh no.
as a child.
No. Don't
Dude.
make him sympathetic.
Don't speak that into existence, Paul.
I think it was when the Cruella movie came out. Somebody was like, I saw a post that was like, we see Gaston's childhood where like, his mother was crushed by a bookcase.
Yep.
And he wasn't strong enough to pick it up.
Oh no.
And that's his
origin.
Inciting incident.
Oh my God. It all makes sense.
That movie was so good, though.
Cruella?
No, the original Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
That was a fun one.
I just wanted a town where everyone said bonjour.
Yeah, there
To
is one, and it's
me.
pretty nice.
Just one?
You get one.
There's that. I was reading something. It's like that. Whether the singing is whether people can actually like hear Belle singing or whatever, right?
Right.
Where there's
I'm blanking on
diegetic.
the word for it. Diegetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, are they all just like being really nice to Belle and she's singing about how they're a bunch of useless hicks who she hates? It's kind of a bummer.
I don't actually remember that song railing too hard against the specific people.
No.
It's more like, this is a really small town and I'm bored. I want adventure.
Like, she's happy to see the baker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's true, I guess. She's just sort of sad that nothing ever interesting happens.
Yeah. And everyone kind of chuckles, like, oh, ho, ho, when you're older, you'll understand.
Yeah.
What you want is a life of peace and leisure.
When your knees are tired, you'll be like, I'm tired too. Nap time, please.
Man, anyone else out there with tired knees all of a sudden? Well, you mention it.
I could go for a nap.
So, we got Flamin' Hot Cheeto, the seahorse.
Yeah.
What do we have a name for the orange elephant?
Oh, I would name the orange elephant Billy.
Bass?
The big mouth bass?
Billy the big mouth bass, the elephant.
The elephant? Billy the big mouth bass was drinking too much champagne and had a dream about orange elephants.
A cannon is forming.
It's like, where am I? Where is the bulldog? Where the goose bring the bat? Where the bed did the bat?
We need one of those, but like hooked up to Siri or whatever for the office.
I've thought about it.
So you can ask it what the weather's going to be like.
And then it turns, it's like, it's 3 degrees.
Thank you, Billy.
Yeah, I think I've seen some projects of that, of rewiring big mouth bass.
Yep. Like I just want to increase the repertoire of their songs.
So I can just play general Alexa songs or whatever? Just play anything?
Well, it would have to be songs that fish would sing. Or songs by fish.
Songs only by the band Fish.
Yeah. Like I don't want like Leonard Skinner, and I don't want like
And you-
Sweet Home Alabama. No. I
And-
need like Octopus's Garden.
Otherwise, it would just be implausible. It would ruin.
It's just
the-
not funny.
it
There's no
ruins
joke.
Suspension of disbelief.
It's just no joke if the fish is just singing any song. That is just a fish that sings.
And that's downright pedestrian.
It's like in The Three Amigos. Is one old Martin Short and Chevy Chase and Steve Martin movie, but they meet the singing bush, which is just a regular bush that sits there and shakes. And for you, don't get fat. For you, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She's just singing lots of different songs.
Right?
I wonder if that movie had the name in French be Les Trois Amigos. Because it's a mixed language title in English.
Yeah.
Three Amigos. Yeah. Well, they were like it's the premise is that they're like a fake like
Band, right?
No, they're like freedom. They're sort of fake like Mexican freedom fighters,
Okay.
except or that's the characters that they are playing in old movies.
Come on, chat. What's the Three Amigos in French? You should have this. We have the technology to find this.
Now use it.
Trois amigos.
Is it actually that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
wow.
amigos isn't an English word or French word, so it makes sense.
To use neither English nor French.
But a secret third thing.
Long we have speculated about the existence of a third language.
Ridiculous.
Preposterous.
Decadent.
I like doing all the sort of ribs on the leaves on the trees.
Yeah,
That looks really good.
it's part of the layering approach.
They remind me of asparagus.
Yeah, it does look like asparagus.
I like the plants in the ground look kind of like seaweed, which really changes the whole context of the.
I was considering making the background like blue or
Aquatique?
should we be in space?
Well, we're always in space.
That-
It's just what space?
That would be a reason for an elephant to go WTF.
Right? Or maybe the ground is red. This is Mars. This is a vision of our elephant's future on Mars.
That's true. Why wouldn't they have orange elephants on Mars?
Should I revisit Mars Attacks as a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was playing in the room that I was in, like many movies my parents watched as I was a child. And I did not understand anything going on other than, oh no, people are dying. Because I was barely cognizant.
Yeah, that movie scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah, it kind of scared me too. I think around the same time my parents watched, I think it was called Attack of the Killer Clowns,
Right?
the one where they hatch from eggs.
Yep.
Yeah. And that one was ooky, kooky, spooky to me as well.
Right. Did you ever watch like Critters?
Like what?
Critters.
No, not to my knowledge.
I was just at the Museum of Popular Culture in Seattle, and they reopened their horror exhibit, and they have one of the critters from Critters too. And that is one of the just skankiest looking puppets I've ever seen. Like, it is just like, if it was moving in that room with me, I would just be like, no, please.
Nope.
No.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. We are not doing that today. We're not featuring you.
Yeah, whereas they had like a full xenomorph costume and like the upper half from like the Nemesis and stuff like that. Scary Scarecrow from Goosebumps, but the reboot Goosebumps.
Did
no,
they-
it was the Critter. It was just the
critter of the critter.
well, the Critter 2 critters are different,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Did they have the xenomorph outfit, but it was the dog version?
No.
Oh. I was so pleased when I learned that little tidbit. Like, they tried to dress up a Whippet
Yep.
as a xenomorph and have it move around, but
And it was
just
not scary.
yeah.
It's too adorable. I've seen a video of a dog dressed up as an alien for like Halloween,
Yep.
and like it's great because they had it like going around. It was like nighttime, and they had it going around. It was legitimately like startling people, but also adorable.
Yeah. What breed of dog?
I was a little one. I don't know if it was a whippet,
A
but
little one. Like toy size?
a little bigger.
A little bigger, medium
Yeah.
size then, yeah. Some sort of lab thing. They're usually game to do whatever.
They like to help.
Mm-hmm. They like having fun.
It's when they dress them up, and like get that or like the spider thing or whatever, and especially if it's a inherently friendly dog, they don't quite understand why everybody is
Huh?
not wanting to come over and pet them. So they're like, oh, don't worry, I'll come over to you.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Tip tap, tip tap.
Oh, we're playing a game now where you
Yeah.
run away?
Yay!
Yay.
I hope I get treats for this.
That would be amazing. I'm so excited.
There's probably a metaphor in there somewhere where you're excited about something, but everything you do just makes it worse.
Makes it more unlikely. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if this is the best way to showcase that aspect of life, but here you have just a sketch with a dog, and you have to explain that the dog's excited, right?
You see, it's a metaphor.
Should we take a break?
Okay. Let's shall.
We will be back soon. Welcome back, everybody, to Cantor Horses Club. I'm Cori. This is Matt. Woo! We're Kelling. Paul's here too,
Hello.
asking the big questions.
Like, what's a flamin' hot Cheeto seahorse?
What is it?
What is it?
Depicted
Crunchy, slightly cheesy flavored.
and loving of their partner.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about a tangerine tusked territorial
Territorial.
terror?
Terror. Pack of terror. Terraderm.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. And we're not going to find answers here on Cantor Horses Club. This is a place for exploration, but not learning. I mean, well, we'll learn, sure. Sure, if we have to. Twist my arm. It's
And
not
hope
made
to
of rubber.
pry.
Ooh. Orange tusks.
Yeah. Gonna do the eyeball the same color. And then maybe get some of the shadow details in with it. I haven't really settled on where my light source is.
There are light sources?
I could.
I do like the way you did the shadowing on the underside of the leaves. That's nice.
Yeah. It's easier when there's like layered surfaces because you just know the one under is gonna be darker.
I lack the self-restraint to not just go at 100% opacity all the time. And ooh, my hand is creaking.
Creaky deaky.
I remember in grade 3, we had a little science project thing that we had to do, which was pick these pre-chosen and pre-constrained groups of aquatic beings to do a little study on.
Fish?
Fish and stuff, yeah. And I chose starfish and sea urchins
Wow.
out of the choices
You
that were
retained all that
available.
knowledge. It's amazing.
They're called echinoderms, and they're not fish. And starfish have a central disc in the middle of them. That's their brain and their nervous system. And you can cut them in half, and the half that has the most of the brain will probably survive and regrow everything. I believe there is a lower limit to how much brain that they have to have before they do not survive.
I do kind of worry about, like, how did they just figure that?
Well, you know how.
It's like, maybe
They scan the fish, they cut the fish.
it's just the idea that just like, hey, maybe some animals can regrow things. Let's test it.
Start cutting.
Yeah, let's test it and see which ones regrow.
There was historically a problem with fishermen catching starfish and going like, I don't want them eating the stuff that I'm trying to catch, so I'll cut them in half and just throw the stuff back.
And that just increased the population.
And it just increased the population.
Wait, do you actually get 2 starfish out of that?
Can. Depending on if they have enough of the central nervous disc
Wow.
still together.
They're also the same creature as sand dollars, which just don't have leggies but have the same thing. And sand dollars like to collect heavy metals to weigh themselves down. Have you ever seen like a sand dollar swim?
No.
They're real wonky.
Okay. I thought you were going to say they like to accrue interest.
Yeah, they do.
I remember one time I saw like a movie about how starfish, and it was showing like this like starfish migration, and so it had this like shows this ocean floor with hundreds of starfish all over the ocean floor. Then it has like fast a time lapse thing of them.
Yeah, so they
of
really motor.
they're moving along. But during the time lapse, every once in a while, something goes by like really fast.
Yeah.
Which I like to imagine was like one of the starfish getting fed up and just like getting up on 2 legs and running. But moving faster than the time lapse could see. Just be like,
I see.
all right, nobody's watching. Go, go, go.
I learned in that little scientific study and research that starfish eat.
They just eat.
Yeah, they just eat. They eat sea urchins. And
How?
with their mouth.
They have a beak.
They have a beak right in the middle, right below their central nervous disc.
How do they get close enough to how do they get their mouth parts close enough to the sea urchin's thing so that they can eat it when it's all spiky?
Now, I was in grade 3 at the time, so I don't remember that particular detail. It's probably perseverance. Maybe they flip it over. They suck everything out, though.
Yeah.
Like, they hollow it out.
So you just get like the shell.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to assume that any like crab shells I would see washing up in the beach were like crabs that had been fed upon. I did not know that they shed their shells. So I always thought it was like, wow, it's convenient that they hinge in this way and everyone just knows how to open them.
Yeah. Made for consumption.
I sort of have a slight bias against sea urchins just because here in the sort of Pacific Northwest we have a real problem with the purple sea urchins. Just
The classic.
going everywhere and
Yeah.
eating everything and just being a huge pain. But obviously that's not like their fault. That's just sort of they really like all the tasty like fertilizer runoff that
Yeah.
we put into the water.
And historically, we killed off their predators, the sea otters, by hunting them, which is why there was a concerted effort to get those back out there in higher numbers, which I think
Also-
was successful.
Also, I think those purple sea urchins are not like any good for eating either. So
But they have such a classic look, you know? When you think
They
of
are
sea
really
urchin-
striking.
Yeah. Like when you hit someone with them, they're really stricken, right?
You've
Just
been
throw-
you've been struck by purple urchin. The sound of the sea urchin rolling down your body. Oh, now I want like, I don't know, mer people gladiators with like a morning star, but it's like sea urchin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, chat. This is your homework. You.
Your call to action.
You.
And we mean you.
You are there.
It's got to have been in like a, I don't know, Little Mermaid or something. Maybe not Little Mermaid. There probably isn't a lot of fighting in that. Well, I guess there is a fair amount of fighting in that actually. But gotta see, like, yeah, urchin flail has got to has to have shown up at some
Right?
point.
Oh, you said flail. We were like Morningstar, and you're jumped to flail.
I know, right?
So many options.
So many options.
In like Pirates of the Caribbean, maybe.
I mean, yeah, trident, but we can move past trident. We can do other sea things.
Other kinds of gum.
Yeah. What's your next move?
I'm gonna finish this tree, but I broke the tip again.
Excuse me.
Maybe purple for the WTF.
Multiple shades or one purple?
One purple. I think when I add more colors to these things, specifically in this book, it ends up really muddy.
I just realized, are you both left-handed?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a living.
It was awful when I was in elementary school writing in pencil.
Oh, do you get the graphite hand?
Yeah. And also because my writing was just terrible to read in general. I think my teachers essentially forced me and my parents to get me mechanical pencils
Okay.
to try and counteract that, and it kind of did. Not really, but it kind of did.
A little bit.
I mean, it would be definitely bad. It was definitely bad in the fountain pen days, when you like drag your hand over the still wet ink.
Because it took forever to dry. Ink.
The mechanical pencils did actually get me to take a little weight off of my writing.
Right,
Because the lead's too snappy.
Yeah. So what you see now is an improvement in the weight of how heavy I wrote all the time.
that was some good cracking.
Yeah.
Oh, more ASMR. Yes. ASMR people like knuckle cracking, right?
Knuck knuck, I'm knuckles.
I was reading like a list of stims last week for some reason. It was just in an article that I was reading, and one of them was joint cracking. And I'm like, oh my god, Now I'm always just thinking about it. It's like,
That would be a tough, like, being, if you were wanting to be like a, ASMR performer, having that as your niche would be a tough road to go.
Yeah, you only have so much.
All joint cracking.
You only have so much cracking you can do in your joints.
speak for yourself.
I
can
will.
go all day.
I think that one is done.
Oh,
My
yeah.
second.
Your second.
So Flamin' Hot Cheeto and
MLM flag.
M4M.
wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't MLM multi-level marketing?
One of the things.
Oh no! Don't do it, little seahorse. It's not worth it.
Martin Luther King.
And King. And there's Junior.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Junior. What color will Junior be?
I mean, I do kind of like Flamin' Hot Cheeto and Baja Blast.
What other flavors are there? Just original?
Did you say unoriginal?
Yeah, I said no, I said original.
That would be a funny title for a flavor. Is like unoriginal. And you just have that for your normal. Your standard. Potato and salt.
Does Doritos have just a potatoes and salt? They're a corn chip, right?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really like corn chips, so I don't know them very well. Of the choices, I go potato.
Disappointment flavor. Does Doritos do an all dressed? And it would just be like all the Dorito flavors?
Oh,
I guess they do like a
God.
mystery chip, right? It's kind of like that.
Next time on TTSF, we make original flavor.
Doritos.
Doritos. Dough frites.
Joe Frites. That's the protagonist from Hunter x Hunter, right?
I don't actually know anything about the show, other than it is anime.
It is anime. Good
Yeah.
job.
And I know it's Hunter x Hunter, not Hunter x Hunter.
People will know what you're talking about if you say Hunter x Hunter.
But they won't like it.
They might not care.
Yeah.
The protagonist's name is Gone Freaks.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of reference to Game Freak, the company.
So a lot of Pokemon.
Oddly enough, they don't do Pokemon.
Isn't that the Game Freak property, basically?
Yep. No, when they get sucked into the game world, they have a completely different system that's, as far as I can tell, pretty original. Like, I haven't seen a video game with the card binder system.
Yet. But you've been trolling Itch.io to find it.
Oh, hell yeah. One of these days, I'll get sucked into a game world, and then we'll see.
Then you'll toggle hard mode or hardcore mode off. And then you'll have life everlasting.
Yeah, just coast on easy mode. All the trash hot dogs I can eat. Yeah, yeah, because of course the game I would love to get sucked into is BioShock Infinite.
Mm.
If I'm getting pulled into a world, it's gonna be like Katamari or something.
Oh, yeah. You're just one of the low poly humans
Yeah.
milling about.
I have thoughts and feelings, and I'm going to go to space.
Yeah. You feel the cosmos. That is like a question that has passed through my mind every once in a while. Is like, what one game would be your, this is it for the rest of your life game?
Is it Final Fantasy X?
2 for me. Yeah. Final Fantasy X 2. Because that game,
But can you imagine like Stardew, where like one of the most labor-intensive jobs we have on Earth is reduced to just kind of like standing there and waving stuff, and then you get money like every day?
but I can get money from like stealing it from people in 10-2.
I thought you were going to say in real life.
Well, I'm not gonna get people thinking about my activities outside of work here regarding criminal things.
Oh, yeah. We didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
We're going to burn these recordings, right? Yeah.
Onto a CD.
And use them as blackmail.
Yeah.
I'll let Heather know.
What's that? Welcome to the show, Tech Engineering.
Hi.
We got Ben.
How's it going?
It's good.
What you coloring?
Book.
Yeah.
I have orange elephant that says WTF. You either have like a top down, yeah, or there's like the other camera. But I have elephant, and we
Oh.
have two in love seahorsemen.
Oh, that's super cute.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
Flaming Hot Cheeto and MLM flag, and then I have a green one I'm working on right now.
You kind of got like various like Doritos flavors right there, Matt. You got like
Yeah.
the Cool Ranch.
Yeah.
And like the spicy
None of us could
nacho.
remember what color Cool Ranch was.
It's basically the color scheme that Matt's got going
Yeah.
on. It's like a blue, yeah.
Some sort of blue feeling. A blue moment. And how's your day been going, Ben?
Good. I'm big chilling. Paul needed to step away for a meeting, so I was just editing videos, and now I just get to watch y'all color. This is a very chill way to spend the day.
We have more coloring books if you want to join.
There's a cat fart one.
A cat fart one?
Yeah.
What is that? What does
Very
that mean?
literal. Very literal.
It's cats and they fart.
Cats and they fart.
Oh.
And varieties on that.
That's what it says on the tin. So.
Yeah.
Cat farts.
I'm happy
Cat
to
fart.
watch.
How did your deck for the deck building challenge actually
Oh yeah,
work out?
you did like the $25 LGS thing, right?
We did, yeah. It was really fun. I think if we're doing like placing, I got second.
Okay.
Wheeler kind of just recast Cruel Ultimatum over and over on everybody, so
That's how you win.
That
yeah.
sounded like that was gonna work.
it worked really well. Yeah. and then Nelly turned dude's side. Well, the thing that got everybody was Nilsson had a secret Hidetsugu's second right in his deck, which is a card that, if you're not familiar with it, is if your opponent has 10 life, you can play it, and it deals 10 damage to them.
Yes.
And he got everybody with it at least once.
Oh, wow.
It was great.
That's in Foundation, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I really like doing those challenges because it's also just fun to go down and pre-record a little thing and then see Matt get sassy with the edits.
It's a very fun and easy edit. Like, you guys gave me good material, and I just worked with what I had. And it worked out very well.
Oh, I'm switching to this jerk face one. This jerk face.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you, you're not a, I gotta finish the entire
Nope.
color one? I like that.
Some of them I just try different stuff on, and once I've gotten far enough, I'll just move on. There's lots of books. I have so many pages.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how deep is your coloring book collection?
There's 3.
There
Right,
you go.
we've seen the scope of it.
Yeah.
I see the scope of your vision.
You want to try like carved wood or stone for this?
Carved butter.
Butter. Okay. Yeah. That's not going to show up great on camera, but we're going to go there.
It could be butter made out of chickpeas. I don't know.
What color would that be?
Greenish.
Isn't chickpea butter just like hummus?
It is. And it's not greenish.
And
Remind me to never go over to Matt's and eat the appetizers.
It's kind of like the green eggs and ham house kind of thing. It's like, we got green hummus too, and we're going to have green butter.
green butter. Oh, God. I'm smart.
You are smart, Matt. Just like Katamari told us all.
Yeah, I was literally thinking of that song.
All right, I guess this is the show to do this. By the way, can anyone explain drill to me? I know it's a popular tutor with funny hot takes, but is there anything else about it? No, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, people do technically know who the person is,
I think drill streams now, doesn't
but
don't
yeah.
they? Yeah.
But it was like just an anonymous voice on the internet.
Was it true that they got? I thought they like sold their account or whatever, and
Something,
somebody else
I don't
took
know.
it over. Yeah,
This is like old info.
old internet.
It's kind of like the what was that horse account?
Horse ebooks.
Horse ebooks. That was it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Same sort of sphere as like the share zone.
Which I was amazed to find out became a not Married to the Sea. What's his buckets? Compressor.
What?
The guy. Internet. Toothpaste for dinner. Drew Toothpaste took over the share zone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I think it was originally kind of a group collaboration thing, and then he just kind of like big pantsed in.
Yeah. God, every once in a while I go down like the old web comic hole and take a look at like all the ones that I used to read in high school and whatnot.
Yeah.
See where they are now.
There's lots that have fallen off in my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, lots just like stopped. One of the ones that I was really into was a 3-word phrase.
Oh, yes.
But they ended up becoming quite a successful storybook or storyboard artist
Okay.
for a lot of shows like Regular Show and stuff like that.
I think that one fell off of my radar, I think, when and this happened with several webcomics, is I transferred from an old laptop to a new laptop, and then I didn't have the bookmarks.
Right. So I was using Google Reader as an RSS reader, and then I used Feedly, I think. And then once that moved to like paid only or something like that, like subscription model, I just didn't grab a new RSS reader. Because a lot of the ones are, you have to have it on your desktop and you have to like manually update it.
Yeah.
And I didn't wanna.
You don't want
Just wanted to go to a website and read all my things.
a webbed site.
Well, no matter like if I was on my laptop or whatever, or my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't.
Do you have a hip hop happening webcomic of
Me?
the moment for you?
That I'm reading?
Yeah.
No, I'm
No.
not reading anything. I'm on Instagram, so I've been seeing like Magical Cat,
Magical
which is like a claymation little shorts of a cat that just does cat things,
like all the farting.
like all the farting.
Yeah.
I think a lot of like the really good ones have like moved on to other projects and stuff. There's still like a couple here and there. But
I think like there's stuff that's still going, right? Like I never read like Sluggy Freelance, but I think it's still going. I think Girl Genius is still going.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if like Gunner Craig Court.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Right.
Is Octopus Pie still going, or are they finished? Like
I think
forever
they
ago?
finished and then they had like a epilogue, maybe. I read a tiny bit of it way back when and then like never followed up with continuing reading it. Gunner Creek Court, I think, is approaching the end game of its story.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
It's been almost like 2 decades.
Oh yeah. That's webcomics, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Penny Arcade, where I can't imagine, like, it's not that webcomics are ephemeral, it's just that I can't imagine them lasting that long, because, like, the way North American comics kind of work, where it's like, either you have a single artist who produces, like, a single volume, like, once a year or every 2 years, or you have people working as a group on a series, so you'll have, like, a writer and a colorist and people doing inks and pencils and stuff like that, and then it just kind of shift from project to project. It's like they still work at Marvel, but they'll work on a different Marvel property, and it's just not.
It's not.
It's not everything. And then we've got things like Bob the Angry Flower, which is like old as dirt.
Yeah.
Any hip hop happening ones on your end, Ben?
Not really. I mean, there was a period of time when I got into, what was the app? Webtoons.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so found like a couple ones. Like I got into, it was called like Newman that I was into, which was kind of fun. It was like a modern like it's like modern world, but it's like a fantasy universe.
Okay.
And the main character is like part of basically like the FBI, but for, controlling like monsters or whatever.
Sure.
And he's a gnome, and he gets partnered up with like a drow, and they're like doing fantasy FBI shit, and it was really fun.
And then you just kind of fell off.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm not a huge reader.
Okay.
I do enjoy like reading comics and stuff like that, but I find whenever I try and read for too long, I just fall asleep.
Yeah. That's me with the written word.
Yeah, it's not because I'm like bored or anything. It just has a sleepy effect on me.
It's like chamomile tea. The one I've been enjoying lately, and it's not actually that old, and it's also kind of starting to approach the end game, is Tiger Tiger.
Okay.
I think I gave you a sticker from it, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
It's
like stickers.
yeah. It's about age of sail / age of discovery kind of setting. Aristocratic woman is like, no one respects me in my scientific mind in this day and age, so I'm gonna impersonate my brother and steal his ship and then do science, and it'll work out afterwards somehow.
Good. It does it?
And we're finding out the consequences of those actions now.
Oh, no consequences?
Yeah,
Not me.
yeah.
No. Never.
It also helps that there's gay yearning in that one, so, you know.
Matt, I'm imagining all your color schemes as various snack foods and like drinks.
You want to eat them?
Yeah, so I've got like, we got the Cheeto,
Camera 7, please.
got the hot Cheetos, and then the Cool Ranch, and then that greeny one's kind of got like Mountain Dew vibes.
Oh, yeah?
And then the little starfish is like those like the pig gummies.
The Fred Ferkel or whatever?
Yeah,
Percy Pig.
Yeah, that's what I see the starfish as.
Percival Pig?
Yeah.
Oh.
If anyone wants to send us more pig gummies, any day,
Dude,
anytime.
Gummies in general
Gummies in general.
are just like they last really well, and they go over very well.
I was thinking with this brown and green one is mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. And then just bubble gum with the starfish. Gotta love a bubble gum.
Gotta.
By law, you have to enjoy the bubble
You
gum.
have to.
That's good butter.
It's pretty okay.
Yeah.
I went a little too hard on the brown, but
It'll work
just
out.
wanted some variety. Mm-hmm. My butter.
Is this like one of those, is it, what is the name of them? Like Kodama or whatever? The one eye
That's a Daramaki. Maki?
Darmaki.
Daramaka, yeah.
Yeah. One eye totem of I'm gonna do
there we
well
go.
in an election.
Yeah, here, I'll black this one out.
Yeah.
We'll ink
No,
the
right.
other one in when we're done.
Daruma is right. Daramaka is a Pokemon that is based
yes,
off of Daruma.
yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, I always do that. Ever since that Pokemon, because it was
Yeah.
from one of the Pokemon Tactics game. It was all up in that.
Pokemon Conquest.
Yeah.
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 Asking the room here,
Hi.
what food should I color next?
Fish food.
Like just fish pellets?
Yeah. Color of fish. The color of fish pellets.
And what is the color of fish pellets?
Honestly, if you did that, it would kind of look like a fish cake,
Do say
like a red beam fish cake or something. Yeah.
Custard.
Naruto. Sorry, what?
Brown.
Brown.
Shades of brown.
Shades of brown.
Like
Okay.
a roasted dough. Doughfish.
Roasted doughfish.
Roasted. Oh yeah, Swedish fish. That's a good idea. Square.cube.
The fish of Sweden.
The great fish of Sweden.
I know it's Norway, not Sweden, but like, imagine living near the maelstrom.
The trash maelstrom? What kind of maelstrom are we talking about?
The forever whirlpool.
On Jupiter? There's a maelstrom in
The storm?
Scandinavia?
Like off the shore of Norway.
Like just off the dangly bit?
like middle dangle.
Middle dangle.
Yeah,
So you got like Oslo here, and then you got up, and then you got Swirlies,
swirly.
and then like Iceland.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just assumed
Yeah.
that was like the portal to Hollow Earth.
If Earth was hollow, where's all the water go?
Hollow Earth's just like a filtration unit, and it just like kind of bubbles it back up. Every waterfall is a secret.
Every waterfall is
Yeah.
a secret.
Yeah, you know what? No, I'm just leaving it at that. Don't tell.
You see a waterfall, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't be a narc.
You don't want the CIA getting into Hollow Earth.
CIA. The CIA.
Oh man, I'm watching season 2 of The Rig. And the first season freaked me out quite a bit because it's on an oil drilling rig in the ocean, and so it's like all of this big ocean stuff, and like, you know, people stranded in an area that's like, if it's on fire, it's bad. If it's underwater, it's bad. If there's an earthquake, it's bad. And then there's all like this fantastical stuff about like an organism in the oil, and then like corporations trying to kill the oil organism so that they can have all the oil. And the second season, there's a lot of interior shots. They've made a whole new set area thing, and then it's just like glowing tubes and panels and things. And maybe every once in a while they'll get to go outside.
They're just like, our budget.
Yeah, their budget went somewhere.
Yeah. It went to the sea, you know. You have to pay out royalties.
But then it's got all like these actors I recognize, like Ian Glenn from Game of Thrones, and what's her face from Schitt's Creek,
Like Moira?
Stevie.
Oh. I've only seen clips of Schitt's Creek, but
But
Moira, a bit of her talking mannerism has infiltrated a little bit.
Emily Hampshire is Stevie.
thank you. And she's Rose in The Rig.
I just like binged Creature Commandos in one
What's
go.
Creature Commandos?
It's a new DC universe show.
Okay.
It's kind of like a after Suicide Squad dealio that's animated.
All right.
And it was really solid. The thing that surprised me was they just gave James Gunn complete control over the soundtrack for it.
So it's all references?
It is back to front just the first couple of albums of Gogo Bordello. Yeah. Like, and they play like full songs. Yeah, it blew my mind. And then there's an entire scene that just has Coin Operated Boy by the Dresden Dolls. And I was like, oh, this is just my high school iPod. Cool.
They gotcha.
Did, big time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ian was really big into Gogo Bordello when we started dating. It was always like American Wedding
Yeah.
in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is in there.
Did he fall out of love with it?
No, he was listening to some Gogo Bordello the other day.
Okay.
Just,
Had other music in the rotation.
yeah, he's been into some like Cuban funk lately.
That sounds like Ian, yeah.
Oh, and jazz bagpipe.
Okay.
Yes,
Does it work?
it can.
Okay.
It is a little weird
Yeah.
because there is that drone in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
But it kind of works with like, you know, some ambient
I feel like if you can harmonize the drone of a bagpipe with a bass line, then maybe you can disguise it.
Just describing bagpipe as ambient. Like, what environment are you in that would be ambient?
The British Highlands, the Scottish Highlands. When I would do Quad War at the SCA, which was kind of just in the middle of Alberta, there's a castle set up in the field, and one of the guys would go out there in the mornings with the bagpipes, and it was so cool. It's just kind of like the fog lifting off the field, the castle. There's just a man up there playing his dooter.
His doot bag.
His doot bag. Oh, did any of you watch some of the GDQ stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
Did you see Dr. Doot?
I did see Dr. Doot. That was a good Elden Ring run.
Some of my friends have been watching him on his daily streams where he's trying to do a no-hit run of Dark Souls 3.
Wow. Oh God.
Yeah. But it's the Doots. He has theme songs he's selected for some of the boss battles, so there'd be a theme music and you can't hear the Doots very well. But on the fights that he can't, it's just doot doot.
That's great. They did a lot of musical acts this year that really got a lot of traction.
I did watch a bit of the Crazy Taxi.
Yes, the Crazy Taxi one, and then there was the Mario Wii.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
It was the gentleman was playing piano, all of this basically for whatever level he was on.
Oh, the Wii remote tapped to his head.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard about it.
It was a good run. Yeah, while simultaneously playing whatever the music for whatever level he was on.
Oh wow.
Wait a second. Art says they used to work at a university with a bagpipe performance major, and you just found pipers randomly everywhere. Bagpipe performance major.
That's we talk about they talk about niche degrees.
Are there more is it just one school?
Yeah. Does it pay well?
If you get a doctorate in bagpipes, what does that let you do with your life?
I'd be curious how many marching bands and or other things are you're gonna have to show us your degree.
Yeah, and how much competition is there if you're the best bagpiper and you're getting all the work? Is there room for up and coming bagpipers?
Are you gonna bring the ladder up with you?
Oh, Carnegie Mellon. Never mind. Yeah, they're insane. Do all sorts of stuff. Not quite underwater basket weaving, but robotics. All the robotics of your dreams.
Mm. But what if I dream of basket weaving underwater?
Then it's SoCal.
Okay.
It's Berkeley. For your underwater basket needs.
Mm.
I think that butter shows really well on camera, honestly.
Good.
You did a good
glad.
job.
I was worried that it would be too subtle.
Yeah.
The butter would be too subtle.
I think the edge highlighting is really got it there.
Yeah.
Subtle butter.
Yeah.
The way you edged the statue, I think worked out really well.
Been edging this statue for an hour.
Oh God.
My hand's not even tired.
Oh no.
It's a marathon.
Gonna need a little laughter break here.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Just put that in your recipe. It's just then whip the cream, edge the butter.
I do want to see the Schitt's Creek instead of the fold in the cheese.
Oh God.
Edge the butter, David. What does that mean? Edge it.
I mean, you already do that to cakes.
What? What? What do you? Pardon?
Where on the internet have you been?
I'm not elaborating.
Is this another Gaia Online thing?
It's Matt. This is Matt's cookbook.
Yeah.
Green hummus and edged cakes.
Zeus could never. Or Seuss, not Zeus.
Yeah, I was like, Zeus definitely would.
Yeah.
Zeus in the form of a swan edging a cake, yeah.
In the way only he could.
And there's like hedge edgers.
That's just fun to say.
And it'd be funnier if it was in like an erotic topiary place. You get like the hedge that's boobs.
Where is it on the island here that there's an erotic wood sculpture artist? Is it like Coombs or whatever?
I only know where the mushroom guy is.
Okay. I think it's up towards Goats on Roof.
Okay.
I just remember walking through while waiting for people to get like stuff from the gas station there, walking through this gallery of wooden sculpture and going like, that is a chair shaped like something. And I can sit on the pear and lean back on the shaft. And it is for sale.
And where would you put it?
I mean, can I make room in my condo for that? There needs to be room in the condo for a thing like that.
Mm-hmm. Is everything going okay on Vancouver Island? Good question. Next question.
Define everything. Define okay. We do know what the island is.
It's not like Lost.
No. Lost, but the island they're on is Vancouver Island.
Well, you know, with the way things are filmed,
We do have mist monsters here.
oh yeah. No, I think the biggest thing is just the night screamers.
Human or other?
As far as I know, they're human.
Okay.
I don't often check.
Well, that's how they get you.
They're usually just mad at cars,
I am too. I can relate.
but you don't stand in the street and scream at the cars.
That part I don't relate to.
It's too demanding, too high energy.
Yeah. I'm too eepy at that point. Or if it was last night, I was staying up way too late, finishing a game of Civilization 6.
Yes.
Because of course I have to do that now because the next game in the series is coming out.
Oh, so you have to finish your one game of Civ 6 that you were playing.
Yeah, and then start another, and then finish that one.
And just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of victories do you go for? Do you actually do the wars?
I do random leader, and then depending on if they are leaning towards science or culture, I do one of those. And then I kind of ignore the other victory types.
Just depending on what your leader randoms into?
Yeah. I like building up my little plots of land, making a pretty little thing. I just love those adjacencies, you know. Like you get a bunch of farms next to each other,
Number go up.
number go up. Recently, I got a bunch of farms next to a Seiwon or whatever, the Korean science district that gets bonuses from farms. And I was like, number go up.
Let us take a break. Looking at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, me and Matt are just coloring in the books with Ben on Tech.
Hi.
With Paul, you get the hello. With Ben, you get the hi. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the Ben difference.
Ben different, Ben better. Better Ben.
Better Ben, better
Boffles.
better Ben obedience. Better Beebza.
Better Boffles.
Boppa Bonds. Oh. I don't remember ever having pizza from Papa John's.
I've had it. It was fine.
It's fine. It's
Not
adequate.
worth going back for.
Okay.
Verd.
I think we were a Domino's
Oh, Domino's?
household.
Oh. I'm more of a Panigopoulos.
I mean, currently I'm a standard household.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do the Domino's. Sometimes we do the Save On, like frozen pizzas.
Some Fropo.
Fropo.
Definitely migrated to frozen pizzas.
Yeah, with the cost of living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, Thrifties will do a sale on the Ristorante style frozen pizza
Yeah.
for $3 per. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
Damn.
Yeah, we stock up.
Yeah, I think like the Save On ones are like $13, $14,
Yeah.
which is like a quarter the price of a real one.
Yeah. Pizza's not the cheap, easy food anymore.
Mm-hmm. But I'm still cheap and easy, so I need a pizza that matches my lifestyle.
Waggles eyebrows.
It is a bit of a limiter coloring this fish shades of brown because I only have 4 shades of brown.
You can use some of my brown.
um,
We got lots of brown.
I mean, I might take you up on that. I might just take you up on that.
Yeah. Anyone in chat doing work right now? Artwork?
Arthur Work.
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 Yeah. Honestly, Arthur, work. Yeah.
More fire, more energy. Trying to get cards unstuck from a deck box. That's art.
Sounds like the beginning of an art attack.
I do.
This
I
is an art
do
attack.
try to channel art attack sometimes.
I remember the intro to that show and nothing else
How
about
all
it.
the projects were much harder than he made them look.
I legitimately remember nothing else other than the intro to that show. And I swear I sat down and watched it sometimes at least.
Swears.
My art show of choice as a kid was Crazy Quilt.
I do not know that one.
It was a YTV late night one. I think it was Crazy Quilt. Is that the name of it?
YTV
Youth television.
from Vancouver, Canada.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it had 3 seasons in 97. Oh, it was on Treehouse. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Didn't Treehouse really.
It was kind of similar in a way to like PJ Katie's Farm.
Yeah.
But it had a woman who wore overalls every day, and on her overalls it was kind of like Miss Frizzle's dress. It had a theme. It had like objects that were the theme of the episode.
Right. Cool.
And then she had a raccoon sidekick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't I want to see. Can we get a raccoon sidekick? We have other puppets. Can we get a raccoon?
We should get a raccoon.
Just
Isn't
a
that
little
what Gib
art
is?
raccoon.
Yeah. This was the raccoon.
Ah!
Do I remember that at all? Now I'm wondering. Is this a brain flash for me?
Yeah. Just steal her look.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I sent you all into the void instead of the picture.
What's on your mini painting roster, Ben?
I've been slacking, honestly. I've not been painting a lot. But
You want to join me and Cameron next week for Horse Club?
honestly, I might, because I gotta paint up some of these War Machine dudes, because we're looking at maybe playing War Machine next
Yes.
month.
Good. Oh. Good.
This can be very meditative.
Yee.
You getting emotional over the coloring process?
No, just got got nasal problems that science can't solve for me.
Science.
No.
Why
Always out there making you think doctors know stuff.
Why does science not prioritize Cori's problems?
Yeah. I'm the perfect research specimen. Fix all of my problems, please. I'm sure the solutions will apply to other human beings.
Because you're so relatable.
I'm so relatable that, yeah. We need a drone hovering around the room vigorously. All I picture in interior drone shots is just how loud the drones are. It's like you see them go down like the aisle for a wedding and you can see the wind buffeting the flowers that are arranged to the sides. It's like, oh, romantic.
Yeah.
It's got a nice music playing, but in my head it's just like wait, sinus cavity swap. So, Car, you would want like a sinus transplant? Like you would get someone else's sinuses?
Ew.
Ew.
You know what they did with those?
You know what? Ooh.
I'd be fine just to like install a vent for them. You know?
Yeah, I need a stoma, like right here.
Well, no, it'd be like one here, one here, one here, and one here.
Oh, we're fully trip-hatting.
Oh, yeah. It helps with the pressure.
Yeah.
The emotional pressure.
It's like how if you have like a coffee cup or like a milk jug that's just kind of like when you go to pour it, it's all like blocked and then you have to cut like a little vent hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
I need vent holes up here so everything drains correctly because otherwise it's like vapor locked.
It's that vacuum seal.
Yeah.
Your body needs to become more willing to evacuate liquids.
More willing.
And more able.
It's like the body is willing. Pneumatic sinus tubes? So I can send messages? What is this about?
Don't you want to send messages?
I did see an ad once
For pneumatic science?
for a
Sinus tubes?
nasal irrigator thing that was just like a tank, like those, like steam cleaner tanks or like a humidifier tank. And then it had like a wand with like these two prongs on it. And you would stick them in your nose, and it would go, and it would shoot you in the nose with very forceful water. And I was like, maybe that would do it.
Maybe that would fix me.
Maybe that would. Maybe this is technology that I need.
They gotcha.
Either the water pressure kills me, and I don't have a problem there, or it actually does thoroughly, I don't know, scour the interior.
That's what you need, is a thorough interior scouring.
Yeah, like an old-timey whitewashing. Just like get in there with a bucket of lye. Like, end my suffering. Please?
Please.
Please?
I've been good.
I'm still good, Cori, and don't like the itchy nose. It's like all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth, so it's like Santa's definitely giving out medical improvements, right?
They call him Augmentation Santa.
Santa, stop! You've got too many augments.
Ah.
The cyber strain on Santa's body. He can't control it.
You hate to see it. He's a changed man.
His body's being pulled apart by the powerful machines within. Did any of you watch Red One or whatever?
Red one what?
The J.K. Simmons as Santa gets kidnapped?
No.
Just like if I had a cyberpunk future Santa, I think J.K. Simmons would be a good fit for that.
Yeah.
As his, again, as the augments pull him apart. And all of his relationships crash around him.
No,
Yeah.
Santa. Is it kind of like a slant play on the metamorphosis then? Like you can play it that way?
Like Santa woke up with an exoskeleton. A power lifter.
Slowly losing his humanity and not knowing why. And just alienating himself from the people around him.
Sometimes you just gotta lose your humanity and not know why.
Sometimes you just lose yourself in the music, you know?
It's your moment, you own it.
Don't ever let it go.
You only got one shot.
And that's as far as I can travel down that road.
Oh yeah, and Mrs. Claus gets exoskeleton swords to get revenge on her husband or for her husband.
Both?
What did Santa do to Mrs. Claus?
Love and cherish her.
Until
Yeah.
the augments.
I made a chocolate fish.
Well, at least you did it to that fish, not the starfish, you know?
Congratulations! Woo! Kill Bill siren. Whip, whip. Do, 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 do.
What
What?
should I do now? Please tell me.
This hermit crab.
In the flavor of
The flavor, the beef jerky.
more brown?
No, I'm kidding.
Please no brown food.
Jolly Rancher.
Jolly
Ooh.
Rancher. They're purple Jolly Ranchers, right?
Yep.
Okay, good, because that's the colors that I have not used yet.
Why'd you even ask? You're just gonna make this purple. You just need me to list of purple food. It's grape. It's a grape Jolly Rancher hermit crab. Thank you.
It's a collaborative.
Oh. Is that what this is?
Mm-hmm.
Collaborating with you. Crab Rangoon, yeah, yeah.
It does help that a lot of aquatic stuff, well, not a lot, but some of it does have these shades. They're crabs with a nice
Purple?
purple.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more videos of crabs with various accoutrements.
And how does that make you feel?
Pretty happy.
Okay, good.
Like, look at that crab. It's carrying that sponge around on its back. It's camouflage.
Did you ever see the video of, it's like a high-speed video of a bunch of crabs on the seafloor,
Uh-huh.
but then a glacial finger
I have not seen finger.
came down.
Did it freeze a crab?
Yeah, it froze crabs.
I have not seen the icy death finger freeze the crabs.
It was just fascinating to me because this is like a sped up video. So you see the crabs scuttling around doing their thing. But just seawater, not frozen at all. But then just this little icicle making its way down.
Yep.
Not even like an entire layer of water the way
No.
you would think it would freeze.
No, because it's the currents. It's
Yeah.
like a dust devil but ice in the ocean.
And it just makes contact with the ground and spreads out from there.
Yeah, like lightning.
Yeah.
Just like,
Water's fascinating. If it didn't involve as much math as it actually does, I would have gotten into hydrological
oh,
stuff.
and they get weird math too.
Yeah, and I don't do weird math very well at all.
Well, at least maybe you could get a degree in bagpipes.
I'm already partway there with the general Scottish appearance I have.
Me, General Scottish.
General Scottish, yeah. Secondary purple.
Ooh. We've moved on to secondary purple. But can you say purple burglar alarm? Can you, Matt, say purple burglar alarm?
Palpable.
Scottish. This proof is there.
Yeah. In the pudding that they like, because they're on the British Isles.
And they love being there.
You know what's not considered a pudding?
Pencil crayons?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Also,
Yorkie the dog?
Yeah. Yeah. And Yorkie the pudding.
That's a pudding.
No.
Yorkshire pudding is a pudding.
No. Nay.
It's in the name.
I know. And yet it is incorrect. Because it's not, as we North Americans would call it, a dessert.
But that's just because there is no dessert when there's a meal with Yorkshire puddings, because then you're full of pudding and beef, probably.
Beef.
Beef. No room for dessert.
The beef itself was the dessert.
Yeah. Just get my dessert beef.
My dessert beef, please.
It's like my, what is it? Sweetmeats they aren't sweet. They're not meats, technically. I would always get tricked by one of the dessert options. Because it was like candied insides or something.
Candied insides. I mean, yeah. Sweetmeat is pancreas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, Chad.
Certainly where a flavor is kept.
The flavor is stored in the pancreas.
And then we release the flavor from the pancreas. I feel like I should have more reds.
On the teeth? It mauled someone?
On the teeth? Is this even red? Yeah, that's red.
Yeah.
Extra horseradish for the dessert beef. Yeah. You know, to Emily, I've never considered eating a gallbladder. I don't know.
It's a bit galling for you.
gall you.
Okay.
What do you gall him?
I did it again.
I can't believe you keep getting away with this. When will the government intervene?
When will the government stop your sinful hand? It's
Crab.
crab. I guess if the gallbladder is a sack of acid and rocks, it would be sour and not bitter. You need something basic in the body, right, for that bitter flavor.
A sack of acid and rocks.
Yeah. For your tum tum. Is liver bitter? No, liver is like really iron heavy, so it's both mushy and yeah, like a little sour maybe.
Just metallic.
It goes well with onions for that reason.
But what if you don't like onions?
Don't eat liver and onions.
Oh.
When we were in Japan last year, we went to a restaurant that serves like just food on sticks. It's kind of like yakitori, but not chicken. And so Ian got like a multi-pack, like mystery platter.
Mystery meats.
So yeah, it was just kind of like, here's a stick with kind of like a corn dog, but it's rectangle, and it could be anything. And then you just eat it.
Hope you're not
some
allergic.
Some of them are meat, and then yeah, you find the liver one, and the texture is just completely different from everything else you've had up to that point, and you're just like, oh, this one was put in the freezer and then thawed and then refrozen.
Uh-oh.
And that's not true. That's not what happened, but that's what the texture is kind of like. It's just like something that's given up.
Something that's given up its molecular stability.
Yeah. Like, I don't think they have to do much to foie gras to make it look the way it does.
It is just kind of paste, isn't it?
Yeah. Pate, or as the British call it, pat.
You would think they would know more French.
Ho, ho, ho.
That said, I do not know very much Spanish at all, and there's a lot of Spanish people not that far from here, really, geographically.
You're talking about Mexico?
Or California.
It's a little far.
Well,
You're not going to
astronomically,
run into people where you're like grocery shopping.
yeah.
Yeah, on an astronomic scale, yeah, it's very close.
Less than 1 unit. Less than 1 unit. The impact. Irk.
Irk. Irk.
Fifth purple.
They've discovered a fifth purple. Yes, to Emily, Moon Unit Zappa is a real person.
Moon Unit Zappa.
Frank Zappa's daughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna level with you. I definitely thought that was a JoJo stand.
No.
Her brother's gonna, Dweezil. Dweezil's the name of her brother.
Dweezil.
Dweezil.
I thought that was a made-up word for the 90s Sailor Moon anime.
Predates that.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Be the change you want to see in the world. Start naming your kids like JoJo stands. Except don't name them after bands, maybe. Don't be like, here's my child Foo Fighters. Whitesnake. You want to go more like the Star Platinum route.
Here's My Child, the OST of Phantom of the Opera.
Featuring Michelle Branch.
What?
What?
It would be bold to go like, here's my child, share.
Ooh.
Reclaim that one.
Reclaim it. What has Cher been doing to it?
Ask her, God.
I'm not on Twitter.
All right.
I mean, I kind of am. I could find her.
How hard is it to find Cher?
Right? She's only got one name.
Yeah. She uses her full govy all the time.
Full govy. Yeah, I've definitely worked on projects with people that are just like usernames.
Oh, that's the only way you...
And that's how they like
Address
are in
them.
the credits, I guess. But
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, you just talk to them about or call them by their handle.
A friend of mine kind of half adopted their online handle as their actual name
Okay.
at this point. Because it was just a one word that could be a common name.
Common name.
Well, not super
Like
common.
common people.
Their name is Common Name. But,
Now, would you name your child Garbage or like The World Is Not Enough? Just throwing that out there.
Probably The World Is Not Enough because part of it is the world and that gives them a frightening power.
Zawarado.
Yeah. And I want my children to have frightening power. Otherwise, what's the point?
I don't know. Parents? What, like, if any of you have kids that don't have a frightening power, what is that like? Do you just, like, casually sleep through life? You're missing out.
Yeah.
It's time to wake up.
Let's wake up. Welcome to the world of the real. Jerk face. My butter statue's name is Jerk Face.
Ooh. Is that how they wish to be credited?
Yep. Ooh.
Almost done what I'm doing, and then
And then,
that's like a stream, right?
it's basically a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just sit here and fiddle with some smaller details while you finish up. We got some of the snake grass to do still.
I mean, you could do that, but I'm done. So.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I thought too long and too hard, and now I missed my opportunity.
Yeah.
Woe is me! Why does this keep happening? Oh yeah, here. Back to the top down. We can show them right side up.
Jerk face.
The butter turned out so good.
Yay! Applause, applause. And our delicious fish. Yay!
Got a purple thing, and a pink thing, and an orange, green, blue, brown. And that's the rainbow.
Yay! Thank you everybody for being with us here today, hanging in the chats, keeping our energy up,
Yeah.
giving us stuff to do,
And giving us money.
and giving us money at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun or here on twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun or on the YouTube. The entire tube of you.
It sounds like everywhere. There's no other places.
Thank you for being here, Matt. Anywhere people should follow you?
It took me a moment to actually remember. Goat Prince on Mastodon,
Social?
kind.social. Yeah. What about you?
I'm Coriander Dickinson on Instagram. I have a podcast that's on tiltyhouse.com. What about you, Bim Bim?
You just find me here. I'm just doing stuff here all the time.
He's over there off camera,
Right.
and so you can never see him, only hear him.
Find me.
All right, that's it. Goodbye, everybody.